Hello everyone and welcome to Salty Reflections. We're going to take you out on the water of the Savannah River today, right out of the Midlands of South Carolina. The water level here is really low right now. We're going through a pretty bad drought here in South Carolina, and we just want to get out and do some boat riding on the river, see if we can spot any wildlife and do a little fishing. It's a beautiful day. Cloudy day, but definitely beautiful. Give you guys a little look at an old barge that used to travel up and down the Savannah River. It is low enough right now that the top of it is exposed. A lot of times when we come out here, this barge, you can't see it. It's underwater. It is a sunken old barge, and you can see like this river normally is 5-6 foot higher than what it is right now. And I can remember back years ago actually getting out of the boat and walking around this old barge and fishing off of it. You can see this, even this section back through here at one time would have been a deck, kind of like you see right here. You see the big cleats, or the big cleat right here on the side of the barge. You can see some of the drum winches that would have been on the back, and the booms. That was actually 2 booms right there, and looked like it was a loading ramp. It would have picked that ramp up on the end, up and down. And that's what your big drum winches would have been for, to help pick that up. So those big barges used to travel the Savannah River a good bit before, you know, the modernization of more trucking and getting goods from the coast inland. So when you travel this river right here, you'll see a lot of different areas where they've actually put a lot of rock, stone, and stuff like that down the Savannah River to help with the erosion. Or like this area right here, we're up in one of the lakes off of the Savannah River. And this right here could have been at one time the path of the main river. And what they would do is they would cut sections that would keep from winding so much to make it easier for those barges to travel up and down the Savannah River. So that type of stuff right there, you know, is getting lost in history, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. We're gonna get out here and do some fishing.
We're hoping it doesn't rain on us today.
It's good to be back with everybody, right, Steph?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all. But it's been raining most of the morning, so we hope we don't get too much rain today once we're out here. Oliver said when he checked the weather, it wasn't supposed to rain anymore today, but then we got a little rain on the way here. A little drizzle, so.
It's just drizzling on a little bit, guys. Nothing that, you know, would hurt you, even if you did get caught in it. But it is kind of windy, like I was saying, and we're hoping not to get hit by any big rain clouds. I have checked the weather app, so we'll see.
And it's starting to cool off a lot here. We're down to days in the 80s, whereas just a week ago, 2 weeks ago, we were in the hundreds still, so, or high 90s. Felt like 120. So 80, I feel cold now.
That's why you're in shorts?
I brought a change of clothes, though. You better bet that. Go out on the water and you're cold natured, you better make sure you have extra clothes.
That's right. Well, let's ease on up the river and find us a fishing hole. you're traveling a river like the Savannah River and the water level is this low, always make sure that you run the outside of the curves. Like the inside of the curves usually is where the sandbars will be. So the deeper channel usually on the outside of the curves. Nice little creek right there. See, like, for instance, right here, guys, the inside of the river right here, you can actually see that a part of a tree or something is sticking up right there. So that's why I try to run the outside of the curves of the river. We have run aground many a time in this river. This looks like a nice little spot to give a try. Do a little fishing here. So with this type of river fishing, all what we're using is a little 1/2 inch or a 1/2 ounce egg sinker, one little piece of the split shot type of lead that you can just smash onto the line, and a little number 4 wire hook. Those are the little eagle claw hooks. Very cheap, little inexpensive way to fish, and we're going to be fishing with some of these fish they can't go by them without eating them, right? Look here, little red worms. And some people do like fishing this river with corks. And also there's a lot of people who do bass fishing, crappie fishing, and stuff like that with artificial lures. Also, there's lots of largemouth bass in here, brim or sunfish, bluegill, nice catfish, stripers. So this river, it offers a lot of different species of fish for the fishermen to target, right?
Yeah, it does.
And we're just going to put this right on the bottom. We call this, for the ones that don't know, we call this right here a Carolina rig. And when that, the reason being is that when that big weight is sitting on the bottom, when fish hits it, he can just slide it through without moving that big weight. That big weight won't have to move, and you'll get more reaction to smaller fish biting your hook. Areas like this, you want to fish around like bushes, trees, submerged trees, stuff like that. Who's to say what we're going to catch? No one knows.
Yep.
Got one more reel I'm going to rig up like that. And later on, if we get a little fish or something that we can cut up and use for bait, we may set out a little bit bigger reel with the same setup with a bigger hook on the bottom with a piece of cut bait.
And what would you be targeted more so with that cut bait?
Cut bait, I would be looking to catch, you know, maybe a catfish. There's the mudfish. Also, they're known as cypress bass. It's a mudfish. There's stripers or striped bass. Those types of fish would be more likely to bite a piece of cut bait, and even the freshwater eels.
So we'll see.
We'll
what
let
we
you
can
know
get.
when we get a bite.
Spotted a little green beetle. I looked it up and it says it's Epomis, E-P-O-M-I-S. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but let me give you guys a view of him. It's got a pretty little metallic green outer snail. It says it's a little ground beetle. Trying to let him get where he's in the light enough where y'all can see his color. Cute little critter.
And we have been fishing here for about maybe 10 minutes now and no bites, nothing. I mean, so the only thing we can do is try another spot. We could sit here and wait longer, but usually when you pull up to a spot and you start fishing it, if you don't have a bite within the first few minutes out here on the Savannah River, it's probably better off to go ahead and move, and that's what we're going to do. So we're coming up on an area of the bank of the river where those rocks have been placed along the edge of the river years and years back. When I was telling you about the barge just traveled the river, this is some of those stones that would have helped with the erosion to keep the river from changing course any further. And they made a huge effort to keep this river on a certain course. All up through here for the next 100 yards or 150 yards, this river bank is lined with these stones. And in some areas, the stones were a lot bigger than what you see here on this bank. You can see up through here, up through here ahead of us, what it looks like.
All in the roots of the trees, the balls of the roots.
Yes.
It's cool looking.
And at any time, these trees like this right here that's over our heads is kind of scary. Look how they're hanging on to the banks of the river. They could actually fall at any time right on us, right? And I'm seeing a really big turtle up here.
Oh, he just went in.
Too bad. He's already went in.
He already spotted us too. Still got the rocks all the way down the bank till about right in this area right before where the turtle was.
Yeah, and you can see right beyond these rocks where the river's coming straight this way, and it even tried to keep eroding on this upward side of those rocks.
Yeah, I know it's hard to tell perception with the video, but that actually scoops in right there where those rocks stop. It's a dip where it's trying to erode further out in that area. Look at the grass growing right here on top of the tree. Got one little nook. Got a little sprig of grass growing. And you can see where the water normally is all the way up to this area. You can see the stuff on the bottom of this tree here.
So I've never tried this spot right here. And it looks kind of swift right here, so I don't know. Maybe I'll throw right along the edge right back here where those rocks come to a point right there on the bottom. I don't think it's no need for me to really try with a cork because the current is too strong up through here. Give it a try. So I actually had a little nibble here. He's still nibbling, and I hadn't even tied the boat off yet, so bear with us on this one. Just moving it around a little bit, see if he'll come after it. You know how it is, you pick the reel up and it's like the fish will quit biting. It's the same for us all.
Or the camera. Sometimes if you pick a camera up, whatever you're trying to video or film, it stops doing it.
And this is why.
Oh, he cleaned you.
I'm fishing on credit. So I'm gonna take the opportunity now that I know that there is something here and get our anchor thrown across this log right here and maybe try this hold here for a minute. Does anyone know what this is? Yeah, I know we're using it for a boat anchor, but do you know what that was used for before I converted it over to a boat anchor? And you can see right here on the side, it says it's 8 pounds.
And it's got a slot there where the rope goes through.
So for the ones of you that don't know what it is, this right here in the old-timey houses, the windows in those houses would be very, very heavy. So they would have a rope that went from that window up to a pulley with these right here hanging, and they would actually help to lift the window. Like when you went to open your window in the old houses, these were the window weights. And there could have been 2, one on each side of the window. And I was on a property and come across these, and sometimes, you know, people will have them at the flea markets and stuff in our area, repurposing them for boat anchors.
They work great for small.
We love them. And what I'm doing is just dropping it over the tree right here instead of dropping it on the bottom. You don't always have to, you know, put an anchor on the bottom when you're in these rivers like this. You can just tie them to the bushes or have something to drop over the bushes.
Yeah, they're small and don't take up a lot of space, so they work great for boat anchors.
All right, look at here. Getting this little red worm back on here. I know there's a fish there. I'm just wondering what it is and how big.
See if we can get him to bite this little worm and hook.
That's right. I like to just, you know, take these fish bait and hook them about 2 or 3 times real closely. That way there's some hang, you know, good off the top and some hanging off the bottom.
Here, fishy, fishy, fishy.
Come on, fish. Don't let us down. And I have found me the perfect rod holder. Look at this. Man. That's what I was talking about a while ago when I was talking about if you pick it up, I had it sitting like this when he first bit. We're going to get him, ain't we, Steph?
I hope you do.
Me too.
He was getting a bite.
Yeah. And guess what? I picked the rod up and he quit. There he is. Bit. He must be a small guy. Not biting very aggressive at all. He's already took one other bait that I didn't video. Let's see.
Get that one too?
I don't know. Yes. Man. He's a bait thief.
Try it again.
What I'm gonna do is this time, since I'm thinking it may be a small fish, so I'm just gonna pop the bait in half. That way if he's small, there's chances are he may get the hook in his mouth a little, you know, with more bait hanging, he could go up there and be just like sucking it off. Let's try something. Maybe he'll come right back to it. Well, he might be full too, right? What you think, Steph?
Might be like me. There's always room for a snack. Even if you have to wait a minute in between.
He might be like me too. There really ain't no room, but I pack it in some kind of way.
He's camera shy.
He definitely hadn't took the bait yet, so that's a good thing.
Did you feel him bite?
No, but
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Yeah, just double checking that.
I'm the one fishing. Look,
Oh,
there he
I
is
seen
again.
it.
Oh man, missed him. He's a bait thief, I'm telling you.
It's kind of what makes fishing fun, though. Sometimes you gotta keep after it.
Well, sometimes it's a big fish and they just ain't biting that hard, you know?
He's trying to trick you into thinking he's a little fish, so you just keep feeding him little pieces of worm at a time.
Yeah, I hope he's a big one.
He might be just up there lipping it a little bit.
I hope not. I hope he comes and lips it real good and let me hook this hook in him. I'm actually about 2 foot over from where I just was. So, if he's a big fish, he'll sniff it out. If a small fish, he won't. It's a test. It's a trick. See there? He's not coming forward. I'm going to have to throw it right in front of his mouth, about that far in front of him. Well, want to reel up again. With this kind of fishing, you got to study reel up, throw, and put it on them, right? Okay, that was the spot right there. Get it in this rod holder, and he's hitting. He's hitting. Oh, I got him, baby. Got him, baby. Oh, whoa. He's looking like a nice fish, guys. Nice panfish. Look at here.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that's a keeper.
Nice one.
Nice sunfish, brim. We call them brim. Good hand size too. But see how small their little mouths are? So that's what I was talking about. Just going to that little smaller piece of bait. Sometimes that works. Locate the fish and then start using smaller pieces of bait, and you can make a couple worms like that last a long time also. We're just going to throw them in the cooler on some ice. Pretty.
Nice one. Good job, Chug. That's how fishing is. Persistence pays off. That's how most of life is. If you're persistent and you work at it, eventually sometimes you'll succeed. Sometimes with fishing there's just not a fish, but
it's tough either way.
The other aspects of life, if you work hard enough at it, usually you'll get it.
Go back with another little piece of small bait. See if there's another one down there. You seen, man, how when I put it right in that hole, I hit that hole, that it didn't take long. 2 or 3 foot can make a big difference. It's crazy.
And that's the same with saltwater or freshwater fishing. If you're not fishing in the right spot where the fish are, unfortunately, you're not gonna get a bite. That's why sometimes you could be in a boat one way.
We're actually getting another bite there.
I've seen it nibbling.
Yeah, man, he's biting. I'm gonna lay it back down. Yeah, they don't like when I pick it up. And when my line kind of arcs right there like that, when he hits it, man, I can see it tighten up. And I'm wondering if that fish has already got my bait.
Maybe because I seen him hit it 2 times and quit it.
So here we go. I got this one right here already rigged up. It is a cork, but since we're, wait a minute, he's hitting it again. He hit it again just there.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Got him.
And you can see, guys, we're only using the little Zepco, little slingshot, little reels and rods. You can buy these things pretty cheap right out of Walmart, to be honest with you. But they're perfect for this type of fishing. It doesn't take much. And that fish right there, he's big enough to eat. We like to clean them. We scale these and clean them and, you know, fry them up, man. And even when they this size right here, what's your favorite part of the fish, Steph?
100% this little part right here, the fish tail, fried.
Yes. When you batter that right there up with some cornmeal, it's a little salt and pepper, fry that thing good and hard, and you bite it, it's like crack, you know, potato chip in your mouth. Right. Potato chip. Right.
You've heard of fish and chips? That is the fish chip right there. That is the best part.
So not bad. 2 fish. That one right there, he actually was holding on to my hook, and I don't know how it come untied. But while I'm waiting with that one, since this current is going straight downstream from that point that I've been laying my reel on, I'm gonna throw it back in that same area with this cork on it. Lay it right here. And hopefully we'll have the same results on that cork. We'll see. Well, I'll get baited back up. Keep an eye on it for me, Steph.
We will. And for all of you guys that are our saltaholics, today is a low sodium day. We're in freshwater.
Yes, definitely.
No salt.
We're about 90 miles inland of the coast today.
In Allendale, South Carolina.
This river right here, the Savannah River, is actually the border between South Carolina and Georgia. So this side of the river right here that we're on is South Carolina, and right across the river over there, that is Georgia.
So gamecock country and bulldog country over on this side.
Man,
although we got a few mixed in between too.
Nice
I seen
fish
that
just
ripple.
turn right there.
Maybe he'll swim on down this way.
Nothing's hitting that cork, guys.
Not yet. Let me see if I can help you see better.
Well, it's hard for me to see this stuff anymore.
When I moved the camera closer, did that help you see any better?
No, not at all.
It didn't?
Nope.
How about you guys? Did it help y'all see better at least? Any of y'all have any trouble with that as our eyes get older, having a little more issue seeing the line?
Well, I see great, you know, off in the distance or even up to several feet away from me. But with looking at these cameras and cell phones and all this stuff, or we're blaming it on that as I get older, we're blaming it on that stuff, but I think it's just something that happens naturally, that we start to lose our vision,
Close
or
up.
some of us, close up.
Yep, starting to need those readers. And I, on the other hand, who have had corrective lenses or glasses since I was a kid, I'm the opposite. I can't see far away, but up close I have to take my glasses off to read.
Okay. We're back out in that hole.
So let's see if you got any bait on that one. I think you probably do. I haven't seen it get a bite
we
yet.
got bait. We got bait. I still
Yep.
see the bait. So that definitely wasn't a problem with this. And we're already getting another bite on this rod. See it?
I do see it.
Can you feel what the fish is biting? My rod.
Oh, he was biting
man.
good too. He tore it up.
What?
Did it come off?
Oh, dude.
You lost him?
What?
We'll put it back out there so you
Man,
can try
I
to get
think
him.
you went under a log, man. I'm telling you. I don't recommend you ever biting that lead like I just did.
Do not do that with your teeth. That is not good for your teeth.
Man, that fish felt like it had some weight. We maybe done found a honey hole. There, when one of the ospreys just went by. I know you guys didn't get a chance to see it, but we did, or I did.
Oh, so you bragging?
Well, I'm happy I got a chance to see it. Is there something wrong with me having a good time?
No, have a good time.
Oh, look.
Just tell us all about
right
it.
here, Steph. Quit with that mouth a little bit. Look at my line. Look at my line.
Hey.
What?
Does he think we really, or you really can see his line?
Oh, man.
I can see your line, but they can't see your line. They might can see the tip of your reel, Bob, but I doubt it.
If you can't see my line, act like you can.
And them readers aren't going to help them. Especially if you're watching this on a phone or a tablet. I know you can't see that line. If you're watching it on TV, you might could see the line.
Yeah, get you one of them big screens.
Or a projector screen.
Yeah, dude. Oh, man.
If you're watching this on a projector, let us know.
Now I did the same thing, guys. I throw it about 2 foot over from the hole. Let's see if they'll come for it. Oh, look at him. He's after it
Something is.
again. You want to catch one, Steph?
No, you go ahead. I'm watching you.
You sure?
I
mean,
enjoy watching you catch fish.
Man, I'd hate for you to get wrapped all up down there in all these trees anyhow. I know how you don't know how to arch and reel it fast, do you?
No, I ain't never fished before. Just like every fisherman out there's never been hung up before.
And then when you did fish, how many times did I have to fix your line?
Every other time that I didn't fix it.
Yeah, and that was like what, every other cast?
Maybe, according to where we were fishing.
Because when you throw, you're fixing it one time, and then the next time you throw, I'm fixing it.
That's all right. We give you props, a pat on the back for doing it too.
Yeah, I know y'all do. Some kind of way y'all managed to keep me working, I can tell you that. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Well, we appreciate it.
Well, I'm sure y'all do.
We appreciate you all the time, 100%.
Everybody that I'm doing all the work for appreciates it, I'm sure.
Even if they don't even realize it, they appreciate it.
Well,
You know, a lot of these saltaholics tell you how much they appreciate it, so
I love you guys whether y'all love me or not.
that's
And
the way it's supposed to be.
That's just the way I feel. If y'all don't love me, hey, I guess you need to go to another channel, but if you do,
Oh, let's get
leave
the
me
bite.
that little, that heart
Hey,
emoji.
Stop running that mouth so much and get that bite.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see this fish instead of your mouth
all right,
running.
All right, all right. Y'all want to see me catch another one?
That's right. Look at there, you done talked it off.
Oh, I'm telling you, man. Anytime my hand gets close to this rod, they quit.
They got a spotter over
Hold
there
on.
watching you.
I'm gonna have to like grab for it real fast and just jerk.
That spotter's letting them know to, oh, he's going for it. What you got there?
We love sweet tea here in South Carolina.
So that's some good McDonald's sweet tea.
I don't give out names to businesses.
Well, I think that one's probably the most commonly known in the world.
Well,
Those golden arches right there.
they're not getting no free advertisement from me.
Oh, you were hung
Nah,
up.
man, what it
Oh,
is?
look at there. You was talking so much smack, you was almost hung up yourself.
No, what it is, guys, is there is a bush down there, a limb or something. And usually, if you're fishing the Savannah River or other little rivers, no matter what area you're fishing, if you're not getting hung up, you're probably not where the fish are.
They do like structure.
They
Gives them
love
something
structure.
to hide around and eat off of or eat around. It's just the way nature
Oh,
is.
I hope he goes for that head. I hope.
Oh, I thought that was the tail.
I hope it. Well, I know you think all kind of stuff, but
No, that was a red head. He had a little red tip on his head.
okay. Oh Lord,
He's already hitting it?
I hope so, man. I'm gonna hold it in my hand over here this time on
Oh, you're going to trick that spotter.
it.
He's not going to be able to tell him when you're coming.
That's right. See, they know not to grab it while I'm got my hand on it. They know it. Jesus, man. Watch this. Dang, this fishing kills me, dude. I'm gonna throw this one over there too. So my cork's probably, the line is probably resting up against whatever's down there. And that could
Oh.
be okay.
It's moving. Oh, it broke loose off of whatever
It
was
just
holding
came
on
loose,
to it.
Steph.
Yeah, I see it now.
Don't wad your panties up in a wad.
I'm going to try my best not to. They're not real comfortable that way.
Man. We may have to move spots here in a second, guys. We may have to move. Give this thing.
You done caught 2 out of this spot, so
Well,
it
that
was,
ain't
it
bad.
was productive a little
That
bit.
ain't bad, because I was starting to wonder, you know, was we going to catch anything with the river being so low? And it has got muggy hot.
It has. I see the sweat on your eyelids there, or your eye sockets.
Can you all see it?
See it around your brow. I don't know if they can see it under your hat. Maybe if they're watching on that big projector screen, they might see those bubbles.
No, those projector screens, I don't think they're real clear.
But usually they're big.
It's a great day to be fishing.
Yeah, it has warmed up. The sun's coming out a little bit.
I told you it wasn't gonna rain.
No, I'm glad too. Glad your meteorological
Nightmare disaster.
guesses or estimations were correct today. It went from me wondering whether I was going to be too cool out here and brought extra clothes to whether I might should have brought my bathing suit instead.
I think you should. All right, I'm gonna go try another hole, guys. We gotta move. Guys, I had to give it one more try. Look at there.
Yeah, we had already even took the anchor.
Man.
Look at there, he's a pretty one.
Beautiful little fish. We're gonna move.
Very quiet. I see another little fella, but I see him running from me. I don't know if he's gonna let us get close enough or not. This is called a jumping spider.
Oh,
and a little ladybug.
That's a ladybug?
I don't know, I can't really see him
And
that good.
there's another bug right there.
Oh, it is. I don't know what that is. And an ant.
And guess what else?
Oh,
Look at here.
some fungus.
And he about to get on your hand. Watch out.
He ain't gonna bite unless you bother him. Trying to get close enough to him so y'all can see him good, because
Oh, there he is.
I don't like him on the. Even though I'm not worried about him biting me too much, although they do bite. Called a jumping spider. You see him jumping. I don't think y'all can probably see him too much anymore. Let's check this fungus out a little better though. Somebody probably knows exactly what kind that is. I don't. And now the other bug's on me. I don't know if they bite or not. Show him off, Oliver. I'll have to look that one up. I don't know what he is. And another bit of that fungus over there. Oh, and a pretty green dragonfly, but he flew off. Any bites while we're checking out the nature?
Nothing. We gotta move. Can you put our anchor around that root right there? See the root?
Around it?
Not under the very end of it now. There's enough that it can catch, right? We're going to try this spot right here. That water is kind of coming around, hitting this bank, and it's rolling out pretty fast this way downstream, and it's creating a still spot right here, or an eddy where it kind of spins back around. We'll try this.
You had a bite yet?
Not yet.
We've been here about 2 minutes, so I guess it should be about time. And of course, while he's fishing, guys, I'm checking out the nature and just looking at the scenery and topography of the land. And I'm seeing all these little holes and divots in the mud and the clay here and the sand. And it reminds me of the pluff mud a little bit. So I was looking at them, thinking about what in the world creates these.
Pluff mud around the coast?
Yeah, the pluff mud that's around the coast. I'm trying to get in a position where I can find the one that I've seen. Don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it. I'm trying to get you there. Down in that hole right there. Nope, I think my shadow covered it up. And then there's another one right there that I can definitely see. There's little freshwater mussels down in them, tiny little freshwater mussels. And there's a big spider just crawled by me. I don't know what he is either. Maybe the one that's got that big spider web right there. I don't know if y'all saw him. He went under the side. But anyway.
It's hard to see that spider web.
Yeah. But there's tiny, teeny little freshwater mussels down in some of these holes that I can see. And I know they're so small that you guys probably aren't going to be able to see them. So you're just going to have to take my word for it, really. Because the shadows make it where you can't really see in there. But that's pretty cool. I didn't know what caused those little holes, so now I guess I do.
What is it?
It's little tiny freshwater mussels. They're only about this long from what I can see.
Did they cause all those holes?
I don't know if they caused the holes or what. I wasn't going to disturb one, but I guess I will. Just for the sake of you guys with science. I'll put him back. That was a little clam. Not really a mussel, which I guess they are in the mussel family. See? See it, Oliver? Alright, I'm gonna put him back.
Do you think they created the holes, or they're just using the holes for their advantage, to their advantage?
I don't really know if they created the holes or if they're just using them, but that's what I see in a lot of them. Teeny tiny ones. That's the one I just showed you guys is one of the biggest ones that I've seen. The rest of them are even smaller than that. Like, there's a teeny tiny one there. Oh, he's getting a bite. Back to the fishing show.
Wait a minute, he quit.
Oh.
He hit it and quit it.
Camera shy. Look at the algae growing off of it, a little moss, whatever it would be called. And you can see it's green and probably dying up here where the water has gone down. But it's all just waving in the little bits of water there. So cool.
Right here.
Oh, get him.
Yeah, man. Oh man.
he's
Back
turning
to
around
fishing,
your
guys. Back to fishing, right?
Woohoo!
They didn't come here for the science. They come here to see the fish stuff.
They come here to hang out with us. They don't care what we're doing or what we're looking at. They just like to see us hang out. Take a little trip with us.
I thought they wanted to.
Look at the tail, how
I
pretty.
thought they come to see me catching these fish.
Well, they were hoping you were going to catch some. I feel sure they were. These are all good people out here watching. We know all you saltaholics are good people. We know y'all are hoping for the best for everybody, just like we do.
Okay. He's gonna be a fish sandwich. I'm up to 4. Back to the science of things.
I think that's all I've got to show you at the moment. I'll be on the hunt though. I do see some grapevines. Oh, look at that huge red wasp nest up there.
Oh man.
This thing doesn't zoom, but
rod tip kind of up here, guys.
yeah, straight up there.
Man, we do not want to disturb those guys.
Well, no, it's a pretty good sized nest with
and
lots of wasps on it.
well, believe it or not, with these wasp nests and stuff, because I even get them like under my shed, and if you don't usually mess with them or disturb them or get them agitated, they don't usually try to attack. Now don't go out and get yourself stung and say that I said, oh, they won't bite. They will bite.
Oh yeah, they will bite.
Sting, not bite.
Yeah, they sting.
Yeah, they will not bite, but they will sting.
Yeah, they'll sting you if you mess with them.
Anybody that knows about red wasps knows that.
But that's true of most things in nature. As long as you leave them alone and you act like you got some sense, that they'll act like they got sense.
Look here, look here, look here, look here. Another little nibble right here, guys.
I see it.
See my cork?
Bobbing. It's going bop, 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 bop. Bop, bop.
Oh my God. Come on, come on, come on.
Don't smack us out the boat.
Get it, get it, get it. Sometimes you got to jiggle it.
Jiggle it, baby, jiggle it. Or is that wiggle it? Oh, you got him.
Yes, sir.
He liked that jiggle.
Oh boy, look at here.
Oh,
that's a cool catch. Now this guy right here, no matter what, here in South Carolina, we cannot keep him because this is actually a small, very small, largemouth bass. And here in South Carolina, I'm thinking in most places 12 inches would be the limit on them. But there is some ponds and rivers and lakes and stuff where that size limit is not correct and they may have to be bigger. But isn't he beautiful?
He is a
Look
pretty
here.
one.
And he's in perfect health. You see that hook barely got him. Oh man.
He gone.
He took
was
off.
ready to go.
I told you they was gonna like the fishing parts of this better stuff.
Now, do you know what he's doing down there right now? He's going back down there into that hole where all his little fish buddies are swimming, and he's saying, there's two big giant aliens up there, and their alien ship that's above us, and he just hooked me. But he came back to tell his story, so does that mean his buddies are going to bite and try to get them a snack too? You know, we like alien stories as humans, so do the fish like the alien stories? Are they wanting to get captured by the aliens?
Believe it or not, guys, Stephanie really isn't on any drugs doing all this talking. This is the real deal, right?
No, I'm not. Caffeine and sugar is the only thing I've had this morning. And 2 cups of coffee, actually, and a cup of sweet tea.
Just thought I would share that information.
Well, we certainly hope you guys didn't really think that anyway, but if you do, I'm okay with that. You think what you want.
I got this, I was throwing a lure and got hung up, so it drifted down here now. Oh man. God, that's such a tough spot to throw back to. Man, if I do it, I'm going to be the hero of the day. Oh man, I went right over the top of that. Maybe something will come up there and hit it real fast. Nope.
Oh yeah, he did.
Well, look at here.
Lucky
old me. Lucky old me.
Pretty, pretty.
Man, he's swallowed. These brim are biting. Can you open the cooler for me, Steph?
Let me get a look at him.
Yeah, he looks like the others.
We want to see. We want to make sure you're not putting fish back on the hook in there. Oh, he splashed me.
I think there may be another one over there. I don't think that was the same fish. Wasn't biting the same. Oh man, I wanted to be 3 foot, 2 foot further. Well, something.
Yeah, he's biting it already. You got it.
Oh man, now this is a little small
That's
guy.
the smallest little pipsqueak of the day there.
Oh, what?
Oh, he's not as
not
small
bad.
as what
He's
I thought
not
he was
bad.
in the water.
Not bad. Open that cooler.
And yeah, when he was swimming this way, or you were pulling him this way, I thought he was even smaller.
So I'm getting them right back along this bank here still. Not huge fish, but man, they're gonna be good. Man, we're gonna have to have a fish fry. Look at here. This is a nice one here. Oh man, he's a nice guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That got a little more meat on it.
Nice one.
Oh.
It got off again.
I'm telling you. That was a good fish. And see, I'm losing these fish because I'm actually waiting on Steph to get her phone at this time out and start videoing. Hey, the next one, I'm not doing that waiting on you guys.
Just catch them. For some reason we were sideways.
What? What you mean we were sideways?
The camera was sideways.
I wonder why.
Probably user error. I picked it up off the cooler and just started recording. So
Man, the struggle is real, guys. I'm telling you. You don't know what we go through to make these.
You got a bite. You got a bite.
God dang it, Bo. I'm telling you, man. Y'all are messing me up. Y'all are messing me up today.
Y'all ever fish with a boat full of people? This is how it is.
Well, let's see here now. What's this?
There's a couple thousand of us in this boat together, hopefully. So maybe 100,000. Y'all share this video and we'll try to get it on up. See how many people we can fit in this boat.
Ain't nobody gonna share our videos, stuff.
Oh yeah, some of our saltaholics do. Don't be talking smack about them.
Well, they keep seeing me pull these fish in like this. They might share it for real. I know why they would share it. The only reason they share it is because some of these country boys would be wanting their friends to know where my fishing hole is. I know how you guys are.
Y'all know where this tree is right here? If you know where this tree is right here that we were hung up on earlier.
Well, hopefully in a few weeks that tree be covered up and you won't know where we at. Got another one. Open that cooler. Show them what we get in here now, Steph.
Show them what we're working with.
Don't let them fish get down in the water now. Not water.
Okay.
2, 4, 6, 8. That's 10. They adding up faster than what you think. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
What was it?
Yeah, something hit that one there just then. I'm thinking that these on out in this deeper channel right here, we might could hook a catfish. That's what I'm hoping. You're gonna have to hit it like a set line, I guess, because these brim back here, they waiting on me to throw this bait back out.
And in this angle right here, you can actually see pretty good what we were talking about. The river's way down right now. You can see along this, along the grapevines, the wild grapevines, bullaces up here. You can see the mud. You can see the mud line on the leaves of where the water gets up to sometimes. So you can see where it's bright green in this top area and then it's gray around the leaves there. So.
About to add nothing to the box, I believe. He was just hitting back here again, guys. See my fork back there? Look, Steph. See it?
Let's see if we can see it.
I'm gonna bob it around. You see it?
Oh yeah, we can see it.
All right, let's see if he hits it. He won't hit it for nothing now that you got it on camera. I know that.
He's camera shy.
There
he goes.
Oh, he did hit it. Boy, I'm telling you. Oh,
he came off. Oh, he seen this camera up here and he said, nope, not today, fellas.
Let me get him. Oh, man.
Misfire. Oh, this one's getting a bite. This one got hit 2 or 3 times just then. Oh, you got him that time.
Man,
you got him.
He's a good one, I can tell. Look at him. Look at him.
Pretty, pretty.
Oh, man, yeah.
Another one.
Got him out of the deep hole. You know he's going to be good eating.
How many of you guys have ever had brim? What we call brim here is just, it's a type of panfish, any kind of panfish. They taste similar between the different types and species. If y'all ever had a brim, let us know.
Brim? Anybody from this area has eaten brim. Anybody.
If you do eat brim, do you like them better out? I see it. I see it. I see it.
I'm in a hole right here.
If you do eat brim, do you like them out of flowing water,
Oh, man,
like in the river?
I'm telling you guys, I'm having a wonderful time. I'm having a...
Oh, man, that's my mama's favorite right there. These are the little 2-finger brim.
Gosh, Lee.
You fry him up crispy and he's like a potato chip all over. Fish and chips. Skip the and part, just the fish.
We're going to let him go.
All right.
Let's let him go,
I'm
guys.
going to let him grow up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to let this one grow up. Oh, man, he's so happy.
He did a little flip there.
He was happy. He tried to do some acrobatic moves for us.
Yeah,
entertain us for letting him go.
You're probably just glad to get back in that water so he can breathe.
I'd be glad when he gets big enough to eat.
Rocks and...
Who would have thought 50 years ago we'd be buying bottled water? I guess the ones that actually started doing it got wealthy off of it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good one here.
Oh, that rod is bent. That
Like a
little
little
Zebco
bite of fish
slingshot.
A little better fish.
Another little bass.
Little catfish.
Oh, a little tiny catfish.
That's what we call a squealer. Little channel cat. Let me show you how you can tell that this is a channel cat. See how he's on the YouTube channel, Salty Reflections? That's how you know he's a channel cat. No, really.
So does that make him a saltwater catfish?
No. But he's got those spots down him. See the spots? That's what I consider the channel cat. See it down that side?
Let me see his whiskers.
Small mouth.
Yep. All right, go ahead and get him unhooked so we can get him back.
Yeah,
in the
we're going
water.
to release this little guy. He's so small that by the time these catfish, you got to skin them or either fillet them. And by the time you do that to this little guy, he's not worth it to me. Not enough meat on the bones. So we're going to let him go. Told you there would probably be a catfish out here.
Thank you, Mr. Salty.
I figured there would be a catfish before I was interrupted. I was trying to tell you guys.
Well, that catfish was trying to tell you bye. I heard him.
I ain't going to try to tell y'all nothing else the rest of the day.
Yeah, right. Y'all know that teardrop. Drop it down here below.
He'll keep messing around, Salty gonna get naughty too. About to get naughty on this fish over here. What? You hit my hook, you're gonna see me get real naughty. Where's the big fish today, dude?
Oh, he was getting a bite.
What? Every time I go to talk to you guys, turn my head.
Well, we're watching the cork anyway. So we saw it getting a bite.
Yeah, but I didn't. Y'all ain't the one holding the rod that needs to jerk it. But did it look pretty interesting though?
It did. It did. We got excited for you for a second. Oh man, he cleaned it.
Oh,
What happened?
you see my dad cork got hung up and I lost it back there. We're gonna have to get that.
That's right. Part of fishing.
And I got to re-rig.
You're fishing in the right spot. You lose some tackle sometimes, right? But that's in a spot where we can get it once we get ready to move.
We'll try to get it later.
Yeah, it's about to get caught up in the current now. Get swept away here in just a second. There she goes. Ooh.
Did you hit it that hard?
He hit it pretty good there. Keeps tapping it. You're going to have all your bait gone.
That's the way they do it.
Still on it.
I got him. You want to reel it?
No, you get it.
Might be another catfish, but I hope it's a brown.
Or either a bigger catfish. Oh, look at that one. That one's even smaller, ain't it?
Goodness. And I'm telling you, you definitely don't want this little fella to barb you.
Yeah, show them where you're talking about.
That fin right there and this fin right here and that one on the top. Those are 3 points like needles. And you do not want them to barb you. Can bring it very excruciating pain. And these freshwater ones, they're not as bad as the saltwater ones. You definitely don't want to get hit by the ones in the saltwater.
So the top part of that fin right there is actually very thick. It's not soft like a regular fin.
Yeah, right there. Anybody knows that stuff.
Well, not everybody.
Well, I think most people do.
Yeah, people who fish a lot.
Catfish are everywhere.
But I've heard of some people being like afraid to touch catfish and worried about them getting barbed and things like that. And when they're thinking about getting barbed, I think they think it's actually going to like long-term hurt them. It's just going to hurt because it is a sharp point and it hurts like the dickens when you get the prick. It's not really like a poison or anything that it releases.
That's true. Well,
So getting set back up. You got that one rigged back up with a different cork. It's not good to bite line with your teeth, guys.
feels
Don't do
nasty,
that.
too.
Oh, you getting a bite on this one again already.
Gee, dude.
You're in like a little squealer hole down there.
Squealer hole. No.
Oh,
Tell your granddaddy to come on over here. You done found something to eat. He's trying to distract me from catching fish. He's trying to distract me. Keep me from catching these fish back here by this bank. Oh man, fish just come up right there, a big fish. That could have been a bass or something, maybe. I'm gonna throw right there and see if maybe he'll bite, whatever that was. Man, that orange carp, it shows up good on camera, don't it, Steph?
Let's see. Oh yeah, once we find it.
Well, let's see if we can find it back here by this bank.
Yeah, where the fish are.
Yeah.
Hey, Bo, you gonna throw it or what? Sorry, I messed you up.
No, I'm telling you, you always messing me up, dude. All right, can you get a good image on it back there, stuff?
All right, let's see.
Oh, something biting it. See it?
We do see it. See something bobble on it. Ooh, you got him.
Tighten my drag up a little bit on this Zebco. Oh man, we back to the little squealers. You want that one?
That's up to you.
I don't want him. He's too small.
Let him grow up a little bit then.
I'm gonna let him grow.
There's that little jumping spider again.
Look, watch this stuff. Watch back there in my hole. See my cork?
I do.
I'm gonna bob it a little bit. Come on. Oh man. I know it's got to be right there by one now. Come on. Where you at, fish? I know we ain't cleaned that hole out, have we?
I don't know.
They getting scared. They getting scared.
I'm still on.
Yeah, I'm fly fishing. Right there. So these scorpionines right here, guys, these vines. How many of you have ever heard that when they actually drop into the water that like catfish will eat them? You know what scorpionines is? Look like the wild grapes. People call them bullet scorpionines. But I've actually heard that when they get ripe and they fall in the water, that like catfish will eat them.
So I guess maybe you could fish with the little bulluses, just like people fish with corn sometimes.
How does somebody even know that the catfish will eat them unless they've like tried them for bait or something? Unless you was just sitting in the right place at the right time when a bullet fell, hit the water, and a catfish bit it. I don't know. I don't know.
Discoveries are made all kind of wild ways.
Man, I'm
Looks like
way
you
back
went
there.
around
Boy,
the
I done
little
got
limb.
across the limb back there, dude. Dang it. Man, I hope one bites it. Maybe he'll keep me from getting hung up. Because I'm all the way across that limb.
Yeah, we see it.
Look. Dang it.
Looks like you might be rigging back up again.
I'm hoping not, dude. If a fish bites, to see the hook will be in the fish, and the line may just pop across it. You know one ain't gonna bite it now, though. Nah.
Patience, patience.
You know one thing, I'm about to move. I'm about to leave this spot.
You think you done got them all out of this hole?
Well, I think I need to go get my darn line that's hung up over there. So.
And as luck would have it, the water eddying right here brought our little cork right back that we had lost earlier. So Oliver was able to recover it. Awesome. Got our tackle back and got it out of the water.
And got a few fish out of that hole, right?
Yeah, buddy. And even though that we are in Blackwater rivers here, you can actually see how clear the water is. Let me push back a little bit so you can actually see. You can see through the water a good bit here. What makes our water so dark in our area, and the same thing that happens to the salt water, is all the foliage and everything. As you know, right now we're about to turn into fall. All this foliage drops down, goes down and decomposes into the water, and all that debris and sediment is what causes this dark color. And our oceans that are in our area, all the river systems all around us, which we have lots of, filter all that stuff out to the ocean. So that's the exact reason why we have dark waters. Webworm nests.
So that's considered a nest?
I've seen it written all kind of ways. Nest, web. Webworm caterpillars that become the webworm moths. So they're just called webworms. Really cool. From what I just read, it says they love hardwood trees. So plenty of hardwood trees along the river.
That's right.
You can see them everywhere. They're even tons of them all around. Neat to see them though. As long as they stay up there. They look a little scary.
So along the Savannah River, there's all these pylons, rows and rows of these pylons, and they're every so many miles in this area down the river, and it has something to do with the barges that used to come through this area. I don't know exactly what it was, if they use them to tie on, or what the real purpose of them. Is that a red wasp nest there at the top?
Wow. Yeah, it is.
So red wasp, guys, that is a huge nest right there.
Yeah, that thing's as big as my head.
Gee whiz, it is full of them too. There's hundreds of them on it.
Yeah,
It may look dark because of so many wings on it, but I can actually see the wasps, and it is covered.
That's enough that would kill you there.
You definitely don't want to hit that pile right there and disturb that. Crazy. And for any of you guys that's watching in this area, we put in at the Little Hill boat landing, and we're upstream now about, I'm guessing, 2 miles.
That's what I would guess too, because we're not far.
And that's, you run up this way and see this set of pylons here with the little tree on the top. You'll see that big wasp nest. And always careful when you're pulling up to the banks like we're doing to put your anchor out or to tie on. Be very cautious of snakes and the red wasps, spiders, you know, different things.
And of course, all these animals in nature, they blend in really well. So sometimes you can't see it as well as what you can see that big one there. They will be on you before you know it. The elephant ears growing there on the side of the bank.
I'm seeing a lot of these webworm nests now.
Oh yeah.
There's a whole group of them right up here to the right on the river. They're down through here in several of the trees. And that's a great way to know, remember what these are, is because it's a web and they're worms.
Yeah. They're so big it doesn't look like a worm would build it, but I guess that's just the way it goes.
Another thing that I want to go back to and touch on real quickly is about the muscadine vines. Now that I'm thinking about it, you know, I'm thinking that the fishermen could have actually like cleaned the fish and maybe seen them in the fish's stomach. You know, fishermen are curious, so they may dissect the fish, look in the stomach just to see what the fish are eating.
Yeah, that's
I
a
really
great
don't
thing.
know.
That is a good way of knowing whether they were eating the grapes or not. That definitely could be how they figured it out. Got a boat here coming beside us. And it is the weekend. It's just a nice Saturday, and we get to see lots and lots of boats out here on the river. Since it's been cloudy and it was, you know, kind of calling for a lot of rain this weekend, we didn't see but a couple boat trailers and trucks at the landing, and that was the actual first boat we've seen today. Check out this tree over here with all the webworm nests in it.
And another thing that people love to do on the Savannah River is come out to the sandbars. When it's low like this, you know, they just love to get out on the sandbars, swim, and hang out for the day.
That's right. We've spent many nice days doing that, skiing, tubing, and all that. Especially when our boys were young, it was a great way to come spend some time with the family. Get them out on the water.
I can remember back, I don't know, it's been a year or so ago now. I come out here on the river with my son, Zach, fishing, and stopped in this very spot right here and caught a little striper. We're gonna give it a try.
And fell out of the boat and lost your glasses? That's the same trip?
That was the same trip, but where I lost
different
my glasses.
Spot, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, a little different spot. You were right down the creek there. But check out these roots. I love to see the beauty in nature, and this right here is pretty.
Show them that that's the old boat landing next time. Oh, look here.
What?
Garfish hit it on the way up. Did you see it?
Yeah, I did see it. I didn't actually see the fish. I seen it getting off because I was actually checking out this little spider was what I was about to look at real close, because I know this phone will do a lot better job than that GoPro will as far as getting a good look at him.
So that's a fish that we really didn't mention earlier when I was telling you guys about all the different fish in this river. There are garfish, needle-nosed garfish.
Yeah, lots of them. Yeah, you have pretty high chances of either catching or at least seeing some garfish if you come out to the river. They like to feed near the surface, so sometimes you can see their tails sticking out of the water when they swim, and they like to break the surface a lot.
Do sturgeon run up this river?
Yeah.
Sturgeon?
Remember, we've seen one jumping when we were at the big sandbar. And this right here, Oliver said, is a older boat landing. You can see where it's kind of dilapidated. And this is on the Georgia side of Savannah River.
Yeah, I mean, right there coming out of the trees, you can actually see a road that would have come here. And I'm sure this thing is very, very old, and the river has probably eroded over the years. You can see how it's broke up and stuff. But it was definitely a boat landing. That concrete right there, it's too obvious. It's not like some of the stones where they would have built up for the barges that we were talking about. This was actually a man-made little boat landing.
That's right. Yep, you can see the thickness of it, and you can see how it was undermined by the water coming down this river, dug out underneath it. It's a beautiful little spot here. These roots.
That right there, did you mention that was probably a huge cedar tree?
A huge cedar tree?
I would think so.
And look how the water has just worn it down
cedar,
into...
Not cedar, cypress.
Cypress, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Got that wrong.
Yep, it's easy to do. We say things all kind of ways.
That thing
But
there looks
huge
like
cypress.
That thing looks like it would have been 5-6 foot in diameter.
Yeah, and the way that it's deteriorated is just really cool to me in those thin little layers. And as I'm looking around, seeing these holes right here, the one right in the center of your screen, a couple more over here that are definitely, you know, some sort of little dwelling for some kind of animals. If any of you guys know what will cause those little dugouts, those little burrows, let me know. I'm always interested in wildlife. Do you know what causes those, Oliver?
Yeah. Nature.
Yeah, some sort of nature.
Well, they could be snakes, rats, all types of little varmints along this river.
Right.
And then it could be just when the water is high, that could have formed during the time that it's underwater. I have no idea. Maybe it's just soft spots within the bank, like a sandy area, and when the water's high, that sand gets washed out. I mean, I have no idea.
Yeah, some of them are just so round and perfectly shaped. Definitely looks like some sort of wildlife to me. Some sort of fungus or mushroom growing up there. Can't really get a good view of it. But man, what a pretty view that is.
Guys, I hope you have enjoyed coming out on the Savannah River with Stephanie and I. I'm planning on going back to my house this afternoon and inviting my family and stuff over for some hamburger and hot dogs. And it's 3:45 now. We got to get back to the boat landing. We still got to travel back to the house, and you know, I guess you can understand why I'm getting off here, right? So we've come across one last thing for you guys to see. Hope we can ease up here.
Got a little gator. He's probably what, 4 foot, Oliver, you think?
Wow. I'm surprised he's letting us get so close.
Yeah, I am too. Normally they're quite Yeah, because we're fairly close to him. Sorry we're irritating you, buddy. You can go for a swim. But our saltaholics wanted to look at you for a second. Or we wanted to show you off a little bit.
So guys, things just happen, and we have never been able to get that close to an alligator like that. And just for us to be able to share it with you guys, it was meant to be. And look, just look at him. He's not even 10 foot, 15 foot from the boat now. Beautiful.
He is a pretty little fella. Or chick. You turned us around. You saw something?
Yes. Oh man.
Oh, he went off.
We wasn't as lucky with that little gator. He jumped in. He was sitting up on that log.
He wasn't wanting to check us out as much as he was wanting to see him. Oh, there's another one swimming right there.
I thought I seen something else.
He's right there by that, but I know they can't see it, but I seen him. A little small fella.
I find it kind of fascinating that right here in our area, there's hardly no big stones or rocks or anything like that, guys, but right here, look at this. Big stones and stuff. And looking at it, I'm wondering if it was part of some type of construction right here in the old days. Some of those rocks right over the edge right there. Some of those rocks. Can you see
Yeah, I can
what
see
I'm
it.
talking about?
No, I can't see you, but I can see them.
But you see over the edge right there of that big rock, that triangle shape. Right in there, looks like almost like a cement block. It is a cement block.
Yep.
I throw it now. So, does anybody know any information about this area right here? Was this some type of structure right here? We're right here at the Little Hell boat landing. And as we pull up there, Stephanie, she'll go get the truck for us. And while she's going up there, I want her to give you guys a look at this flowing well, artesian well that right here at this boat landing in South Carolina. And this is Little Hell, H-E-L-L, boat landing on the Savannah River. We say it's on the Savannah River, but this is one of the lakes right off of the Savannah River. Got the keys?
Now I got to get them. I got to get other stuff out of there too.
And this well here, it's been flowing as long as I can remember, ever since back when I was a teenager. I don't know if there's ever been a time when it has stopped and like started back. I don't know when it was put here. I have no idea.
Somebody might know. So that's what this area is draining out of, is what he's talking about, and I'm gonna walk up the easier route.
Hurry up and go show them and grab the truck because that where the boat is coming.
Just a quick look at it, where it's overflowing to. So of course, anytime people are swimming in this little area down here that people come to a lot, or the kiddos are waiting on us at the boat landing, they love to get in here. It is so cold, so it is a fun little thing in the summertime especially. And we have seen this river flooded up to the point where the only thing sticking out was the very top of this one corner right here, and everything else was underwater. See you on the next trip.